Wilson. Shot clock off. 3 seconds. Chelsea Gray for three.
Are you
Yes,
kidding me?
ma'am!
Are you kidding me? She
Clark, her pass taken away by Wilson. Shot clock off. 3 seconds. Chelsea Gray for three.
Are you
Yes,
kidding me?
ma'am!
Are you kidding me?
Now listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I watched this clip probably about 20, probably 30 times, y'all. And every single time I get the same reaction like, girl, girl. Because Asia looked at Caitlyn Clark like, you thought you was about to do what? Oh my God, man. See, to me, that's probably like the joy of finding a box with $10,000 in it. Just out of nowhere happiness. I love to see this. You thought you was about to do what? I gotta play it one more time, y'all. Turn the volume down so I could just have it playing. That's what made this clip so damn funny to me because, see, it wouldn't be as bad if Caitlyn Clark fans wasn't so obvious with their racism, right? They really drag the league down with that, right? So that's what make it so damn much more funnier to me. See, because Caitlyn Clark came down the court looking like she was ready to prove a point, and Asia said, "Not today, not today." Not before Caitlyn Clark fans, of course, afterwards start typing essays, and you can't tell these people to relax, right? Because it's a culture. It's a part of their culture, the racism, the systematic racism, all that stuff, right? And we is just like relax. We just talking basketball. Like you have to be. This is a physical sport, and Asia shouldn't have to dumb her athleticism down because she's gonna get a foul or a tech or something like that. You can't play scared like that or play with the hopes of getting the whistle blown on you all the time, right? And that is what's taken away with Caitlyn's game. And I think this is the part that gets lost in all the Caitlyn Clark hype. That right there. She didn't even get up. She ended the play. She ended everything when she fell. That ain't no GOAT. That ain't GOAT behavior, y'all. I used to play ball. You get right back up and you get right back up and you go chase the ball. I would be so mad at Caitlyn if I was her teammate, man, locker room it would go down. And I'm just telling you that's how women handle it in the locker room. Whatever beef we got. She was supposed to get up, hustle back, get on D, at least try to stop the ball. But I'm going to go into why Caitlyn Clark can't do those type of things, and why the great white hope will always live on. You cannot crown somebody the future of the WNBA, the highest level that you can go, right? You can't crown somebody like that. You cannot start throwing around GOAT conversations with somebody who plays like that. And then get mad when somebody actually make her work for it, y'all. I'm telling you, it's about to get crazy out here. It's about to get dangerous. Let's go.
Welcome to Black Culture is Lit TV.
You see the glamour, but you didn't see the grind. I built this empire from nothing, and I own every piece of it.
Yeah, pull a hug, hop out, yeah, the whole squad lit. Cameras on, lights flash, yeah, we build like this. From the block to the big ring, we bring that fire. Black culture on the rise, taking it high. Hey, we outside, turn me up.
Now, Asia has won several MVPs, right? She's doing her job. She's doing her job. She's balling. But there's one problem, y'all. There's one problem. And these people are not going to let up because they need a great white hope. When I'm telling you, y'all, this has been going on, and I hope I get his name right. Maybe I'll look it up. This has been going on for a long time. The first time it happened, y'all, I think his name was, I know his last name was Johnson. But anyway, I can't think of his name. He was a boxer. And this is when the term was coined, the Great White Hope. Now, let me say something. Like I said, we know Asia is VIP, MVP, sorry. We know who Asia is. We know who she is. She doesn't need Caitlyn Clark hype. You know what I mean? And she'll tell you herself there's no Caitlyn Clark beef. Caitlyn Clark fans create all these issues within the league, right? So it's always going to be that America needs this great white hope. Because we know that Asia doesn't need ESPN to tell us that she's great, even though they try to. But it ain't working. She doesn't need white America to discover her before we acknowledge her greatness. She already did the work. So when Caitlyn comes down the court, and let me go back to that because I put it on another clip. But when Caitlyn comes down the court, right, Asia's thinking, I got to stop the ball. She got to stop the ball. She got to stop Caitlyn from scoring. That's her job, right? And she did. She know that's who I'm guarding. And that's how it should be. That's how you play ball, right? Because if Caitlyn wants to be considered one of the greatest players in women's basketball, which is impossible, and I'm going to prove it, she got to make Asia work too. We can't give you the crown, Caitlyn, because America, your America, with the 3Ks, decided that you supposed to be this great, next great white basketball hope. You're going to have to earn that shit. And that's just what it is. All that flopping, laying there crying. Look at that. Look, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She has 7 seconds to get up and get back down the court. I bet you her ass is still laying there. So let's talk about the Great White Hope conversation. And this probably gonna make some people uncomfortable. But why does America have such a fascination with finding the next great white hope in any sport? They just need, they need this, y'all. But it's impossible, and I'm gonna show you why. Because we've seen this movie over and over again. Like I told you, it started way back in the day with the boxer Johnson when he was fighting. I think it was in the 20s during prohibition. That during that time, he was boxing. I think they showed a scene of it in Harlem Nights. That was supposed to have been him uh, that they were playing, right? But we've seen this so many times. A white player comes along. It could be football. Look at the Lakers, basketball. It don't matter, right? The media explodes. And they do this because they need the great white hope. Everybody started talking about how this player is going to transform the sport. And then suddenly, y'all, we're measuring everybody else against them. Now, don't get me wrong. Caitlin Clark is talented. She got a mean three. I'm not denying that. She can play basketball. But talent doesn't mean everybody else has to move out the damn way, girl. And talent doesn't mean black women have to shrink ourselves to make somebody else, you know, mythology work. That's where I have a problem. That's why I speak on sports, black athletes, and things like this. Because it needs to be said. They can't say it. Because, black women, right? From Shuro Swoops to, so many other different players, they've been carrying the WNBA for years. Asia, Candace, even Diana, Maya, Tamika. Remember Lisa Leslie? I already said Cheryl Swoops. The list goes on and on, y'all. Even though there's no black coaches. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. If you understand what I'm saying in this video, then you understand why there is no black women ex WNBA player coaches in the league. Ridiculous. But somehow, y'all, every time a white woman becomes popular, and can, let me see, point their finger at a black woman because a lot of the racist women can't do this in real life. So they cheer people like her on. White America suddenly discovers women basketball. Now, come on now. They really, 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 really hurting Caitlyn. And that's why when we see Asia taking her to the hole and not taking her to the hole, but Asia blocking her shot, stopping the ball and pushing the ball back up court, hitting the three. That's why we laugh. That's why we laugh. But this great white hope, y'all. And let me see. Where's that video? I'm gonna show you another great example of a great white hope scenario. Okay, because I really don't think y'all understand what I'm trying to say here. Let me show y'all another example here. This is a great example of another great white hope, right? 0 rings, and this is what the number one now. Is he number one or number three? This list just came out. Either he's number one, Josh Allen might be number one, but he's on top 10 quarterbacks that this list they just came out. Look at what he's doing, y'all, at practice. Look what he's doing. These are the things that they get to do. Oh, come on, let's have a picnic at practice. These are the things that they are allowed to do. Crazy work. But I'm gonna tell you why none of this makes sense. None of the merits of you know.
Here's Cunningham up ahead.
None of the merits of doing anything works anymore. Now, the Chicago Skies player, Dejanay Carrington, she's blaming white privilege for her ejection after her flagrant 2 foul when they were playing, of course, Indiana, Caitlyn's team. And this Sophie girl, the pointer, I mean, she fouled you. Get up. Yeah. There you go. Go cry. See, they don't understand that the antics that they do after these plays is what causes their little racist fans to go online, call them, N-word and things like that. This is a physical sport. It's a physical sport. This is common, y'all. This is common. That's the part that pisses me off.
Two. Since there's wind-up, impact, and follow-through, high potential for injury, players in a vulnerable position. Since the basket was successful, Sophie Cunningham will receive 2 free throws to make 1.
All this crybaby bullshit, like they are really watering down the physicality of the league, and I don't like it. And I know a lot of these other players don't like it. So Dejanay, after the game when she got ejected, she went back. She said, "Hey, this is to me white privilege, Indiana Fever, Caitlyn Clark's team," and it kind of goes along with what's happening, right? Caitlyn Clark flops. Her fans call everybody who black she playing with an N word. I mean, it's a common thing. It's a recurring role, right? These are the things that's happening, and then Caitlyn don't speak out on it, and you know, it's just a reoccurring thing. But unfortunately, I'm sorry to tell y'all that women get pushed on the court, hit on the court, elbowed on the court, um, scratched, pinched, bitten, all kind of junk goes down in a basketball court. For real. I'm telling you, I used to play. I'm gonna get you before you get me. And I'm gonna make sure you don't come up in this middle of the court or the paint trying to score on me. So you have to set boundaries when you're playing basketball. It's a lot of physicality, y'all. It's not. They try to paint this league as if they supposed to come out wear dresses and do a routine or something. They're playing basketball, y'all. This is the most fundamental sport. The WNBA is the most fundamental driven sport in professional sports. The NBA does not fundamentally play basketball. They just shoot threes. Women actually set up plays. They actually block in, boxing out, rebound. They're actually doing all the fundamental. So you would be crazy to think that no one's going to bump each other. No one's going to hit each other. No one's going to elbow each other. That is not how the game goes. So I understand what she's saying by this because every time one of these white women cry or flop or get touched, they looking at the refs. They're making this game very dangerous.
Man, she's going to compete. Nobody's going to go walking in for a layup. And so I don't oppose the hard foul. But I also don't think that she intentionally went for the net.
One of the things about Nay is that she's going to play her butt off, man. She's going to compete. Nobody's going to go.
They know she didn't go for the neck. If your neck in the way, your neck in the way. Like, no one's thinking like that when you're playing. I'm telling y'all, it's not. Okay. So Sophie, she responded back and all this stuff. But the problem is that it's a damsel in distress type of thing that these white women do to poke at racism. Not so much it's like an underlying thing they do. It's like when they cry and someone dies from that. Or it's just it's that. It's that. And you can screenshot and read it. They're just really talking about the file and what happened. But all of that because of a file? So it's hard to a lot of these people game. And then you even got the Florida Attorney General, y'all. And see, and this is the stuff that I be talking about. The Florida Attorney General weighs in after brutal foul. You know, brutal? You mean she got hacked? Like, why are they doing this to the game? Look what the Attorney General said. The WNBA knows better than to play games down here in Florida because I'll be charging people with assault. These people. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, it's always about race. It's always about this in sports. And it's always going to forever be about finding the great white hope. But I'm going to tell you why it'll never work. I might as well go on and get into it. Listen, white people, I'm sorry to inform you that you have recessive genes. So no matter how hard Caitlin Clark is going to train, no matter how hard Caitlin Clark is going to practice, no matter how many hours Caitlin Clark spent in the gym, she will never be great. The greatest, I mean, in this league. Because her genes won't allow it. And it's just really time to talk about it. As you can see, with recessive genes versus the dominant genes, and yes, Black Americans, we have dominant genes. There are certain things that happens in your body that won't allow you to the top of your ability. That's why Caitlin Clark can get fouled, lay there, and don't have any effort to get back up. So you cannot continue blaming these women with great athleticism like Asia, right? Sorry, it is what it is. But somebody needed to tell you that. Okay? Let's talk about something else. There's been a lot of controversy around um, the way some fans talk about black women in this league. It's been going on for a long time. It's just not being outed. Because for a long time, the joke was everybody's, you know, uh, gay or men or all the insults that they used to say. Now it's more of a racial tone now. Um, but I want to be very clear. I'm not saying every Caitlin Clark fan is racist. I'll say 99.7% of them are. And that's not ridiculous, right? I'm saying they are racist fans. And some of them have absolutely used Caitlyn's popularity as an excuse to attack black women. That's what I'm saying. Because we've seen black players subjected to racist abuse. We know how that it look. Somebody just got ejected, and I just had a Twitter fight with them. So we don't know what they said. I mean, what they always say. It's not like they got new material. Well, listen, y'all. It is what it is. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth, but whatever. I've been thinking about this for a while. So, where was I? Um, sorry, y'all. So we've been seeing black players subjected to this racist abuse, right? We've seen players receive threats. We've seen conversations become ugly on TikTok, especially on TikTok and Twitter. Whoa, man, go on Twitter after a Caitlyn Clark game. If she lose or if she flops or something, she get filed. Go on Twitter. Start going on Twitter and see what we're talking about. It becomes ugly, y'all. And it's really not Caitlyn Clark's fault that she has recessive genes. It's the way, the man up above made white women. Hey, it's not our fault. So Dejanay Carrington posting white privilege, she had every right to post that after being ejected against Indiana. She had every right. It is what it is. And when you got attorney generals coming out threatening you and saying things on the blogs about how you're gonna arrest somebody for fouling in a basketball game. Like, what's wrong with these people? Seriously, what is wrong with these people and this racism? That's why you got to hit them with the facts. You can't get upset with black people because you have recessive genes. You should be able to take a foul like that. This is a physical game. You didn't brace yourself when you went up for that layup? You know she coming. Why get up? You could do that, but get her back. Go back and foul her back. All this extra drama causes the racist fans to get riled up. Because I'm sure if that was Dejanay, she would have got fouled, got back up, yeah, got back on D. Because I'm finna get you back. I'm finna get you back. So this Caitlyn Clark, Sophie Cunningham, tenderoni bullshit that they doing with the WNBA has diluted the WNBA. So yeah, we should talk about it because it's no different than a white woman crying tears, lying, saying a black man touched her. Same tears. Because you just can't tell a black woman, just ignore the racism. Just ignore the privilege. Black women don't have the privilege to get up and do all this crying, all this on the court. They have to take a hard foul and get back up and keep playing. I mean, everywhere. It follow us everywhere we go. Medical, our job, shit, everything. Work. Just can't ignore this. Can't ignore racism because it simultaneously builds an entire sports culture around protecting somebody else's feelings. Nah, girl, get back up. Like they really, really watering down the sport. So when Sophie, when she did this, oh, they were so proud. Oh, they were so proud. You pointed at those Negroes, girl, with your pointer finger. See, now that's a different conversation. But I do like that she stood up for women uh, regarding her coach and this transgender athletes in women's sports. Like they actually are advocating y'all for transgender to play on the court with them. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. And if you're for that, then you're for that. But I'm not. And to be honest with you, allegedly, I don't know. I might be tripping. She might be a transgender right here on your screen. It looked like it to me, allegedly. You know that's a thing, right? Yeah, it's a thing. Everybody's so sensitive about transgender men playing in a woman's sports. It has sparked a major debate, y'all. It is what it is. If it's on the topic of social media topics, I'm going to talk about it. There is no more skating around things, y'all. It's too late for that. Do you think transgender men or women, or I don't know how they identify, should play women's sports? Should play in the WNBA? Are you guys for that? Because I'm not. I think they should get their own teams. Like if you want to play basketball, then get you a transgender men team. I mean, what's so hard about that? Yes, genes, recessive genes. You can Google it, you can look it up. White people have recessive genes. Yeah, I know it's a hard pill to swallow. And that's why the great white hope debate is laughable because it can never happen. As much as you guys want it to happen, it is never going to happen. Sorry. The speed, the endurance, yeah, it just doesn't go with the recessive genes. I'm sorry. The muscle growth, none of that stuff. Sorry. But it doesn't stop you from being an athlete, but you're just not going to be the best athlete. That's all. You're not going to be the strongest athlete. And that's probably why Caitlyn flops all the time. Who knows? I'm just saying. But speed, height, all that stuff, that's recessive, sweetie. Physical recessive principles. So it's a trait. Sorry. Little science for you there. But with hard work, she can continue um, doing what she do in the league. She just got to work harder, get a little tougher. Sorry. But back to what I was talking about. Oh, if you are for trans kids being in the WNBA, it's a big topic now. You had some players coming out advocating for them to play with them. Um, really don't know how the league feel about it, but it's being advocated. So you may be seeing transgender on the court with playing with women. I'm not for it. I think they should have their own league. If they want to play with your common like. It's not fair. You're still a man biologically. So I just think it's gonna cause a lot of now you really gonna see people getting hurt, women getting hurt on the court. And that's just where I'm at with it. But I just thought it was so funny, man, to see that clip of of Caitlin Clark not getting back up, not having the strength to get back up and get back down court. She had 7 seconds to get back on D and she did not. So, um, let me see. So that's that, y'all. I'm gonna play the clip one more time and hopefully Caitlin Clark, girl, you need some Wheaties, you need something. You need something. You need some Wheaties. You need some you need a couple of things. I thought this was a good one too. Um, and it just shows you that it's physical, y'all. You can't keep crying every game. You can't keep crying every game. At some point, you're gonna have to go ahead and play ball, Caitlin. Quit crying every game because she could have stopped that play. Yeah. This is what makes the whole hilarious. Caitlin coming down, and Asia just said, "Let me show y'all something." But all of that hopefully helps um, the great white hope that America is looking for. I don't know. I don't know if y'all gonna ever find it. You know. So yeah, that's my whole point. I don't hate Caitlin Clark. To put it out there. I actually think Caitlin is a great player. She's just being challenged all the time makes it's gonna make her better, but she's gonna have to quit flopping, quit crying. Because if you really believe she's destined to be one of the greatness, then stop protecting her from criticism. Stop acting like every black woman who competes with her hard is jealous. Like, stop. Stop acting like every hard foul is racism. Like somebody trying to kill Caitlyn. It's basketball, it's physical. And stop acting like every time they lose, somebody trying to, uh, I guess, sabotage her, maybe. I don't know how y'all think. Let her play. I think that's where she get a lot of the slack from. Your fans, her fans don't help at all because every time Caitlyn play Asia, I do not want Asia taking it easy. That's not fair. She shouldn't have to dumb her game down. She shouldn't have to be less physical. It's not fair because we know Caitlyn's gonna flop and cry. I want them both saying, "Let's see who's better tonight." That is sports. That's competition. And if Caitlyn eventually becomes the GOAT that y'all want her to be, I'll give her the crown myself. I doubt it, but I will. But Asia ain't handing it to her. She gonna have to work for that. Asia had that girl looking like she accidentally walked into the wrong gym. You do not ever go out like that, Caitlyn. Get back to the ball. You hustle, even if it kill you, even if you ain't got no energy left. You get up and you run back to that ball. You stop the ball to the best of your ability. So that's my tips for the wannabe great white hope, Caitlin Clark. So hopefully, y'all, Caitlin Clark eat some Wheaties, get some vitamins, get stronger, hit the weights, hit the gym, get get her strength up. So this has been Black Cultures with TV. We want to keep talking about basketball, football, whatever you want to talk about, y'all. And everything surrounding sports, from boxing to uh, swimming, because we're taking over that too. Because sometimes the real game isn't just what's happening on the court, on the field, y'all. It's the narrative being built around it. So, what y'all think? Is Caitlyn getting fairly challenged, or is the hype machine protecting her from the same pressure every other great player has to face? I really, truly hope her fans get it. Let her play, create more pressure for her. And it's just not fun. Don't take the fun out of basketball. We won't allow you. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you comment. I am Bella, and I am out. Thanks for joining. Peace.